I'd heard stories about a coastline that was disappearing, about a group of people doing something no one else would. So, I started digging. A website, a name, a movement. They call it the Green Socks Movement. But what exactly are they trying to save? Maybe it's time I find out for myself. The name behind the movement? Warmnorm. For nearly 6 years, he's been doing something that most of us only talk about. Walking the beaches of Seven Sisters, collecting what the ocean throws back at us. $85 tons of plastic. No funding, no headlines. Just green socks and quiet resistance. If the cliffs are crumbling, if the wildlife is vanishing, if no one's listening, maybe it's time to meet the one man who still is.
Hello, my name's Warmnorm, and I am the founder of the Green Sock Movement. We clear up beaches, we clear up wildlife habitats. Basically, it's all just about removing plastic from natural environments, from difficult to get to places. Underneath the cliffs here at Cookmere Haven, we've been doing this now for 5 years. In the last 5 years, on this 10-mile stretch of coastline here in East Sussex, we've removed 85 tonnes of plastic, synthetic materials, other sorts of junk, rubber, all kinds of stuff. You just won't believe it. Fridges, removed a large shell oil container, a cubic meter oil container, which I don't know how they grow in the sea. I'm going to have to try and find out more about that later on when I get home. But yeah, basically, we've got very little equipment. We use a pram to bring our equipment. We put up a flag to show our location, and we just ask people to pick up plastic and to bring it back here. Then once we've got it back here, we put it in the bags and we ask the authorities to take it away. So, let's go for an adventure. But believe you me, underneath all these plants is plastic. You just can't see it. It's underneath. Underneath here is all plastic. 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 It's just non-stop. Everywhere is plastic. That's all plastic. This is from the cotton buds. These are from the cotton buds for your ears. Cotton bud. Cotton bud. All plastics. Polystyrene, microbeads, microplastics. The whole riverbank is made of plastic. Johnson & Johnson baby wipes and every company ever that's ever made a Q-tip, they're here. Thousands and thousands of them. Look, polystyrene. Old polystyrene. So old I can't break it. Rope, rubber, materials from clothing, more rope from the fishing industry, from agriculture, a Coke can that's been there for so long. Look, you see it's here in this layer, still more. That's plastic that's been melted. It's plastic that's been melted in a fire. More rubbish, more rubbish. Blue. Clothing. Fishing stuff. So everywhere underneath your feet is plastic. Everywhere. Everywhere you look. This whole layer is plastic. It's supposed to be a nature reserve. It's supposed to be a wildlife sanctuary for birds. Where are the birds? Where are the birds? Where's the wildlife? Where are the insects? I just don't know anymore whether these chemicals are affecting the insects, affecting the birds, affecting the fish. I don't find anything living. If I see something living here, I go, wow, look, a butterfly. I shouldn't be doing that. You know, you should see butterflies all the time. A bee. Where's the bees? Where are the insects? Where are the birds? Where are the frogs? All I know is there's a lot of plastic here. Look. Everywhere I look is plastic. Everywhere I touch. That's just in 1 minute. I picked that up in 1 minute. They need to come and they need to take all of this away and let it start again and then see what arrives fresh. If they clean this whole area, scraped it away this winter, left it bare ground, they can see then what is arriving fresh. They can say, where's it coming from? Where is all this stuff coming? This is 60 years worth of plastic that's just been left here under our feet. I could do this all day long, pick up, all day long, non-stop, always the same. The green is from the fishing industry, the orange is from the agriculture, the black is from the fishing industry. The bottles are from us, everybody. We all drink liquids from bottles. Food wrappers. 70% of everything we find in this area comes from the fishing industry.
I'm Steve. I've been with the Green Sock movement about 18 months now. I live in Seaford, just down the coast, but I've always had an interest in nature and the coastline. And then I was overjoyed when I bumped into Green Sock when they were doing some beach clearance. Plastic, yeah, mainly, because that'll degrade and go into microplastic. And it does vary about what we're picking up. A lot of it is fishing gear, but then there's quite a lot of jetsam from bigger ships that I've just thrown over the side. And then just normal rubbish like the dreaded plastic bottles. You know, why go and buy a bottle of water when you can open a tap up and then just use a reusable bottle? Plastic cups. A lot of dog toys as well, which is great since I've got a dog with me. I used to bring down dog toys with me, but I don't anymore because I always find dog toys. It's one of the most iconic views in Britain, and in fact I'd say it's a very iconic view in the whole world. I don't know how many visitors we get down here, but so many, and more and more and more and more. There's trainloads of people arriving in Seaford to have a look at it, and it'll go, and unfortunately there's not any government help available to do any beach protection down here.
Pressure buffering it up out of the sea. You see all the fractures. That happened as it was pushed up out of the sea. So that's where the fault lines are that crack when the water gets in and the expansion from the ice. You can see along here. Much taller cliffs than this, just a straight line, not like the Seven Sisters, just a tall face that just continuously falling down. The Seven Sisters, the same process is happening over there. They're the more famous, talked about cliffs. They say in prehistoric times that the hills and the cliffs were at least, I believe, 50 kilometers further out to sea. So Ings has gone, but now it's accelerating because of stronger tides, rising water, stronger tides hitting the coasts, skinny-ins, and maybe more rain, making the cliffs heavier, saturating the cliffs. It's very porous. I mean, you can imagine sometimes underneath these cliffs, spring water is rushing out. This comes from the top, more on that side. I haven't seen it on this side, but these are full. The hills go back. They're full of water, but it makes it so heavy. So every time the sea is cutting beneath, you see it's above us here. It's ready to come down.
My name is Pam. I'm from Scotland, a little island called Islay of the Inner Hebrides, which is also known as the Queen of the Hebrides. I'm now talking to you now because of the Green Sock movement. It all started for me in August 2020 when I went Norman on the seafront of Eastbourne. It was COVID year. Green Sock movement is our mission is to clean up as much harmful marine debris that's washed in, that's harmful to the wildlife, the marine life, to the humans, as much as possible, that we leave it nice and clean. When Norman had cleaned the beachy head in the first place, it was actually, I would say, it was knee deep in plastic, which was absolutely shocking. And it was like killing the nature, it was killing all the greenery. And now that it's quite evident that when you do remove such things, that nature does flourish once again.
what is this? This is the back of a television or back of some equipment that needs ventilation, but this is from equipment from the 1970s. That's old equipment, but it's plastic. It's all plastic. Look at it, look, orange. Look at that piece. Been there for years. It's all going to go back into the water again for another cycle, like a washing machine cycle. Then it'll be left somewhere else. It'll break down into even smaller pieces, never-ending smaller pieces. That's just one rope. You can see what the difficulty is. For doing all of this is for the marine environment, for the wildlife, for the marine life, the birds, for the future. This stuff will be in the sea forever. It will be breaking down to smaller and smaller pieces, becoming fish food, bird food, or entangling creatures, seals, mammals. We're going inside of dolphins, whales, in the food chain, smaller and smaller pieces. We try and get as much of it as we can. All I can try and do is remove what I can and show other people, other volunteers come along and help to show people what's in the sea, what can be achieved by people working together. If your local beach, coast or wildlife habitat is full of plastic, get a group of people together, get down there, try to remove what you can. It's quite satisfying when you leave a place that you love cleaner than when it was at the start of the day. It's hard work. It can be very hard work, but it's pleasurable. It's a good way of making friends, bonding with people, and at least it feels like, you know, we all use plastic, but some of us, we can clear up more than we use. There's sort of like a carbon footprint, but a plastic footprint. You know, the plastic footprint, we use a lot of plastic, but we could clear up more from the environment. We can be careful about where we throw it away. We can be careful about what we do with it. We can use less plastic, but we can also clear up more in a day than we use in a month. If we're careful about it, we could clean up a month's worth of plastic in one day. If we know a place that's full of plastic, just go there and clear it up.
Well, please come down. Please come down. We've got some lovely places here, and nobody thinks they're improved by a load of plastic being here. Nobody thinks so.
Well, all I would say is it's very rewarding, and it's absolutely a beautiful place to be. You're out in nature, you're out right beside the most beautiful place, and you cannot not go away satisfied without actually picking up some rubbish. I mean, literally, it's pure rubbish that is it's very harmful, and is very satisfying, very rewarding.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm okay. That's a comedy moment.